God says, this message is for you. It is not by chance that your spirit was stirred today. It is not by accident that these words reached you. I have waited for the right moment to whisper this into your soul, and now the timing is divine. My child, there is someone who cannot stop thinking about you. You've seen the signs. You've felt the sudden pangs of emotion, the rush of memory, the deep knowing that someone's heart is tied to yours in ways that words cannot fully express. You've wondered if you were imagining it, if perhaps your mind was playing games. But no, this is not fantasy. This is spiritual reality. There is someone who always notices you. They always remember you. And I want you to know, the first thing they ever noticed about you wasn't your clothes, your words, or even your smile. It was your presence. Before you ever said a word, before you ever walked into the same room, their spirit recognized something about you that the world couldn't define. It wasn't what others noticed. It was something deeper. A calmness. A vibration. A grace. My light inside you made them pause. It was your spirit they noticed first, and they have never been able to forget it. Not once. God says, they tried to forget. Life told them to forget. Their friends told them to move on. But when my light marks a person's heart, it leaves an impression that no distance or time can erase. That's what you did. Not with charm, but with divinity. You left a spiritual fingerprint on them, and it has stayed long after your last conversation. This person, yes, that person, is still watching. Still reflecting. Still wrestling. They remember how you made them feel safe even when they didn't deserve your patience. They remember the way you looked at them when you saw through their mask. They remember how you said something simple, yet to them, it felt like prophecy. Your words struck their chest like arrows of clarity. Even when they laughed it off, even when they avoided it, your soul reached theirs, and I was in that moment. God says, they're still thinking about you. More than they want to admit. More than they let anyone else know. In their quiet moments, your name rises. Not always from their lips, but always in their spirit. When they are overwhelmed, they remember your calmness. When they are broken, they remember your strength. When they are alone, they feel the absence of your light. You are not just a memory. You are a key, an echo of something they didn't understand then, but they are beginning to see now. There's something they've been trying to say. They've written and deleted messages. They've dreamt of conversations they never had the courage to initiate. They are scared. Scared of rejection. Scared of your truth. Scared of my timing. But I am breaking those fears. I am stirring them. Because what you carry is not just a heart, it's a calling. And your presence in their life was never ordinary. It was sacred. The reason they can't stop thinking about you is because I planted the thought. The reason they can't replace you is because I never gave permission for anyone else to fill that space. They notice your smile, yes. But more than that, they notice the way you see people. The way you carry peace even when storms surround you. The way your silence speaks louder than their noise. You disarm them. They may have called it charm, but it was actually me showing through you. You're wondering if they'll ever return. You're wondering if they ever truly cared. You're wondering if you meant as much to them as they meant to you. And God says, yes. More than you know. But they didn't have the tools. They didn't have the courage. They didn't have the spiritual language to tell you. They mastered in games, confusion, delays, or even distance. But what you sparked in them is real. And now, they are aching. You see, when I bless someone with a divine connection, I don't take it lightly. I don't create it casually. I build it in the secret place. You and this person, your bond was not made in public. It was written in the heavens long before either of you understood. That is why the silence between you has been so loud. That is why no other person has filled that gap in their heart. Because this was not supposed to end in misunderstanding. They've been watching you evolve. They admire how you handle trials. They are drawn to your integrity. Every time you post something, say something, do something, you inspire them. They don't always say it. They may act indifferent. But trust me, they see you. They notice your spiritual strength. They notice the fire you carry even when the world tries to dim you. They notice the favor I've placed on your life. And now I must tell you the truth. I've been working on their heart. I've been using their circumstances to bring them to clarity. I've allowed them to be uncomfortable so they will seek me. I've used their silence to make them crave truth. They are at a turning point. They will either confess what they've hidden, or they will lose what I gave them. And child, I did not give you to them to be wasted. God says, they are scared because you changed. You are no longer the person who tolerated their confusion. You've grown. You've become more discerning. And that intimidates them. But I am giving them the chance. I am awakening them in dreams. I am stirring their conscience. I am sending them visions. They may wake up in the middle of the night, thinking of you. They may suddenly remember a word you said years ago. That's not nostalgia. That's me nudging their soul. Because I want them to see what they missed. They will come back. But not the same. They are being transformed. Their pride is being stripped. Their ego is being humbled. And their spirit is finally being tuned to me. Don't look at their delay as rejection. Look at it as preparation. You asked me for a divine love. So I had to purify what was impure. I had to burn away the lies. And now, what's left is truth. But hear me clearly, when they come, look past their appearance. Look into their spirit. The first thing they ever noticed about you was your energy, your divine atmosphere. I want you to notice theirs now. Test it. Don't rush. Ask me to confirm. Because I don't want you to accept less than what I've ordained. You are royalty. And I will not let anyone enter your palace without proving they have clean hands and a pure heart. There is more. someone around them knows about you. This person has been watching silently, envying what you both shared, jealous of your light. They whispered doubts into your person's ear. They stirred confusion. But I have exposed them. Your person is beginning to see the manipulation. That is part of why they've been delayed. But the truth is surfacing now. They see it. They feel it. And they are distancing themselves from every voice that tried to separate them from you. God says, I am making room for the return. But this time, the foundation will be different. No more secrets. No more games. No more half-truths. This time, there will be clarity. This time, there will be courage. This time, there will be commitment. Because you are not just a chapter in their story, you are a turning point. You've been asking me, should I wait? Should I move on? Should I hope again? And my answer is simple. Wait on me, not on them. Trust my timing. Keep walking in purpose. Keep glowing in my light. And if I've ordained this connection, it will align with grace. No confusion. No pain. Only peace. You will feel it. I have not forgotten your tears. I have not ignored your questions. I saw how you stayed loyal in silence. I saw how you prayed for them even when they hurt you. And now I am rewarding your patience. I am restoring what you lost. I am renewing what was broken. And I am reintroducing you, but this time, through my lens. The first thing they noticed about you will become the anchor that draws them back. Your spirit. Your strength. Your stillness. And my glory within you. They are about to witness it again, but this time, they will be ready to honor it. So stand firm. Prepare your heart. Forgive in advance. Expect miracles. And when the knock comes, whether through a message, a visit, a divine encounter, know that I, the Lord your God, orchestrate it every second. This is not the end. This is the beginning of something I wrote long before you ever knew their name. It's just for you. Don't try to skip this. The first thing this person, the one always on your mind, always notices about you is your light. Yes, before they saw your face, before they recognized your voice, before they paid attention to what you wore or how you moved, they saw your light. It wasn't something you tried to show. You didn't know you were glowing, but you were. You carry something within you that cannot be hidden, something I placed in you when you were formed in the secret place. That's what drew them in, even when they couldn't explain it. You've asked me, God, why do I think of them so much? Why can't I get them out of my heart? And I answer you now with truth, because I placed something divine between you two. And it hasn't expired. That person is not just in your mind because of memory or longing. They are in your soul because of destiny. You don't obsess over everyone, but this one. This one is different, and they feel the same. Even when they deny it, even when they act cold, even when they pretend to have moved on, the light still pulls at them. They notice your eyes. Not just the color or the shape, They notice what lies behind them. They say to themselves, there's depth there. There's something ancient, something beautiful, something sacred. Your eyes tell stories you've never spoken out loud, and somehow they understand parts of you you've never shared. That's not fantasy, that's spiritual resonance. You two are spiritually entangled in a way that defies logic. They notice your silence. Yes, your silence. Not your words. Not your clever responses. Not your social media. But the quiet spaces in between. The way you carry pain and peace in the same breath. The way you walk away instead of argue. The way you say nothing when you could say everything. That's what shakes them. They're used to noise. They're used to drama. But your silence is loud. Your presence is a poem they can't stop reading. And it both scares and soothes them. They notice your loyalty. Even when you've been hurt. Even when you were excluded. Even when you were forgotten. You loved with honor. You held their name with respect even when others didn't deserve yours. That's rare. That's holy. They know it. That's why they can't fully leave you. That's why every new connection feels shallow. Because no one replaces what's real. No one replaces you. You have become the safe thought they run to when the world feels chaotic. They may not admit it. They may not show it. But they think of you in the quiet moments. When the lights are off. When the crowd is gone. When the mask is dropped. They think of you when they hear that song. When they pass that place. When they see your favorite number. When they look at the clock and it shows 11:11. They whisper, God, are they thinking of me too? And yes, my child, you are. Constantly. But I didn't give you this connection to torment you. I didn't bring them into your life just to make you suffer. No, I allowed the meeting because I wanted to awaken something. And I allowed the separation because I needed growth. The distance wasn't meant to destroy. It was meant to develop. They had to learn. You had to heal. And now something new is beginning to rise. They are watching you. Quietly. From afar. Maybe they blocked you. Maybe they unfollowed you. Maybe they pretend they don't care. But they know. They see. They hear. And they feel. Every when you celebrate stirs something in them. Every time someone else praises you, they feel the sting of what they once had. Or what they never dared to pursue. And now they are starting to ask themselves the hard question. Did I walk away from something I was supposed to fight for? The answer is not easy. But I give it in grace. Yes, they walked away. But I allowed it. Because what's coming next required maturity. It required refining. It required both of you to meet yourselves before you could truly meet each other. You have changed. You have evolved. You are not the same person they met. And neither are they. And this new version of you. This one is stronger, wiser, more whole. They still notice your laugh. Not just the sound of it, but the way it brings color to the room. They remember how it felt to make you smile. How their jokes made you giggle. How your joy lit up the darkest parts of their day. Even when you were quiet, you gave them peace. Even when you were far away, your energy covered them. That was never lust. That was always love, even when they didn't know how to hold it. And what about you? You still feel them too. Don't you? Even after time. Even after silence. Even after distance. You feel them in your dreams. You wake up and feel a weight on your heart and you whisper their name. You catch yourself wondering, are they okay? Are they thinking of me? And I, the Lord your God, answer you, yes. They are. They may be pretending. They may be distracted. They may be in something they don't even want. But deep inside, they are aching for something real, and you are that real thing. You are the one that didn't try to impress. You just were. And that's what broke them. That's what stays. That's what returns in every silence. Archangel Michael stands by your side now, sword drawn, because your name is about to be called again. The person who once watched your light from a distance is going to approach you again. But not as before. Not in confusion. Not in fear. This time, with truth. With clarity. With humility. They will speak what they've hidden. They will confess what they denied. They will say, I noticed you. I always noticed you. Even when I pretended not to. I've never met another like you. And you will have the choice. Not from desperation. But from discernment. Because not every return means reconciliation. But I will make it clear. I will give you peace if it's right. And if it's not, I will give you peace to release it. Either way, you win. Because your light never depended on their attention. It comes from me. My child, this message is not for the crowd. It's not for the curious. It's for you. Only you. Because today, heaven is sending a gentle but firm reminder. You are seen. You are known. And you are deeply, deeply loved. The person who's always on your mind. They're watching. They're remembering. They're regretting. And they're returning. They're ready. The next move is not yours. It's mine. Don't skip this. It's just for you. My beloved child, I have seen the thoughts that linger in your heart. The name that keeps resurfacing. The moments where your soul drifts back to them in silence. Don't even always speak it aloud, but your spirit reaches for them. You wonder what they think, what they feel, if they see you, if they remember you. You wonder if they notice you at all. You wonder if you're invisible to them or unforgettable. And now, I'm pulling back the veil of the spiritual to answer your silent question. The person you keep thinking about, the one who floods your thoughts when the world is quiet, the one who enters your dreams even when you try to forget them, they notice you more than you know. And the first thing they always see, always sense, always feel the moment they think of you, is your presence. Not your hair, not your clothes, not even your voice, your presence. That thing that enters the room before you speak. That energy that shakes something in their spirit. It's not just beauty. It's not just charisma. It is your divine light. It is me, in you. They can't explain it. They've tried. They've wondered why the room changes when you walk in. Why their heart speeds up. Why they feel peace and chaos at the same time when you're near. It's because I placed something in you, a spiritual signature, that matches something inside of them. It's deeper than words. It's older than your memories. It's something I planted long before either of you knew the other existed. You ask, why can't I stop thinking about them? It's because your spirits recognize each other. Not by accident. Not by obsession. But by design. And while you are wondering if you're enough, if you're seen, if you matter to them, I am telling you the truth that lives in their silence. The first thing they notice about you is your spirit. Your peace. Your depth. Your difference. You don't blend in with the noise. You carry an atmosphere. You shift the room just by breathing. And they know it. They feel it, even when they try to suppress it. Even when they pretend you're just another name. You're not. You've never been. Archangel Michael says, I've stood beside this person when they look at your photos. When they listen to your voice. When they whisper prayers about you they don't think heaven hears. And I've seen what they really notice, what they won't say. It's not your success. It's not your appearance. It's not even your history. It's the purity of your intentions. It's the way you care. It's the depth behind your eyes. They see your heart. They feel your warmth. They remember your laugh in their quietest nights. God says, I designed you with something rare. Something magnetic. Something that draws attention not because of how you look, but because of who you carry. My spirit rests upon you in a way that stirs people, even when they don't understand why. You were never meant to be ordinary. You were meant to disrupt the normal. And that's what you've done in their life. Whether they told you or not, whether they stayed or not, whether they honored you or not, they've never met another like you. And they never will. Do you remember the first time they looked at you like they saw something sacred? That wasn't imagination. That wasn't just emotion. That was spirit speaking to spirit. That was recognition. That was me, showing them a glimpse of what I created inside of you. I placed you in their path not just to be seen, but to awaken something. Something that had been sleeping in them for years. Something they'd forgotten they needed. That's why you can't shake them. Because they didn't just notice your beauty, they noticed your calling. And that's what scares them. That's what silences them. That's why they stare too long but speak too little. Because they've never encountered someone who made them want to become better, not just loved. They saw in you a future that required them to grow. To change. to shed the mask, to become real. You made them question their patterns, their past, their path. Not with pressure, but with presence. Archangel Michael says, I've guarded your name in their thoughts. I've watched as they tried to bury the connection under distractions. But the more they run from it, the louder it grows. Because what God ties in the spirit cannot be drowned in the flesh. You are not a phase. You are a mirror. And mirrors scare those who are not ready to see who they really are. But know this. They notice you in ways you don't even notice yourself. They notice how your words linger. They notice how your silence says more than shouting. They notice how even when you're distant, your energy remains close. They feel your spirit calling theirs, every day.